The History of DenoxSeries 2018 Timeline Part 2. Hello everyone, this is DenoxSeries speaking once again, and welcome to Part 2 of the 2018 timeline of the history of the DenoxSeries. This is quite an interesting part of the timeline, and also I have been through some tough times as well in this timeline. But for now, all you need to know is that there will be many surprises in this timeline, so let's get started. So we start off the timeline with me talking about the announcement of Game On's second location, which we located in Atillo. This came as a shock and was anticipating on how this would be like. So yeah, we're finally gonna have our second location after all this time. And afterwards, we did a full-on video of Toys R Us in Puerto Rico and also in the United States as a whole, closing down for good. So many memories.
Toys R Us kid. There's a million toys at Toys R Us that I could play with.
So this is what we still have. Just remember it. All this. We even still have a Switch up there. But let's see how this lasts in the last week of Toys R Us being still open.
We were filming of what Toys R Us Magic West looks like when they first started the liquidation, and what it's like in its final days of it being open, with a little of the San Juan location of how it looks like as well. Next, me and SSJ4 did an announcement of the winners of the Dragon Ball Culture books that was signed by David Padula. And we even did an announcement of me giving a shot of sending Gushin, Stephanie Nadoni, aka the voice of Kid Gohan and Kid Goku, and Elise Bogman, the voice of Pan of Dragon Ball GT, to join Comic-Con 2019, which you know how that went. Either way, so what matters is that in that short amount of time, we got our goals almost met, pretty much. Celebrating the 10-year anniversary of me making Denox videos, I did a video showing the history of all Denox openings I ever did till this point, and also a live stream showing very old videos that I have, even clips of Giovanni the Evil Black Dog, as you can see here. Then I did a video showing off my updated PS2 collection for the year 2018, and I sure have a lot of interesting games, don't I?
So yeah, so these two games were pretty popular, and they have a lot of games following that, which is a lot. It's quite a lot, you must say.
I also show up my PS3 collection around the same time as well. Yes, I own a lot of Sony games. Then I made a video talking about Octopath Traveler that's being sold out everywhere already. Like, I was gonna buy it 3 days ago, let's be honest, but I said to myself, well, I could wait for it. I'm not gonna play anytime soon yet. There's still a couple games I want to finish. But my next top 10 video has been released afterwards. This is probably my second video I ever made of this series. This is me explaining what are the top 10 most expensive amiibos as of July 2018. These doggies usually go for $42 to $60, and surprisingly it normally sells for $50 to $60 plus on eBay sold listings. Until this day, it's one of my most viewed videos on my entire channel with over 1,000 lifetime views. Not bad, man. Next, I do a rant on the whole job situation I was going through at the time. It was getting pretty stressful there, and a lot of layoffs, leaving the ones remaining exploited. Here's what I have to say about it. Before we had 15-minute breaks, mainly the people that are doing like web tickets, 15 minutes. Now, 10 minutes. They reduce our breaks from 15 minutes to 10 minutes. And that's barely enough time to like relax and just chill and stuff like that. Remember when I was talking about Game On Atillo just recently in this video? Well, now we knew the opening day, which would be August 25th, 2018. Oof, guess the day was slightly off in my top 5 best gaming stores videos. I apologize. Before I get to that new Game On location, I also did a video on my PS1 collection. As you can see here, half of my collection consists of Japanese titles.
But this is basically the same game in Japanese. You don't need Japanese in order to learn this, so $10 for this one.
Now we show you Game On Atillo itself. I first saw the sign of it opening and then went up to the store itself. It was huge and bigger than Game On Magic West for sure, even with its own gaming tournament room. Amazing. And of course a mix of retro and modern games.
Okay guys, so how you liking the tour so far? Everything good?
Next, I was requested by SSJ4 to talk about the Jacksonville esports shooting that sadly happened at the time.
Yeah, there's a shooting going on in the esports community, at least in that place in Jacksonville, Florida.
And I show off my Game Boy games collection next. This consists of games from my regular Game Boy, Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance games. And there sure are a lot of variety there, aren't they?
I also got this recently. Super Mario World, Super Mario Advance 2. So yeah, they're kind of like...
Next, I did a Diddy Kong parody video because he was very disappointed that he was not able to make it to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on the Nintendo Switch. And he decided to fly towards the Nintendo headquarters of Japan and call out for Shigeru Miyamoto to force him to add him to the game. Then I did a video of me visiting Aguadacon of 2018. I took a lot of pics and found some pretty interesting games and a lot of close friends there. And then I did a video of me living my average day. This was on a Wednesday, waking up from my alarm, at work, then taking a break, and then back home, then to church, and checking Force 13 because I was worried that Typhoon Mangkok would ruin my trip that I had made to the Philippines at the time.
It is kind of heading to Hong Kong, where I have to go on the 26th in order for me to actually go to the Philippines itself. And this is a Category 5 Super Typhoon, by the way, so I'm kind of worried about that.
The next few videos before my trip to the Philippines is me talking about the PS1 classics and Switch Online as well, showing off my gaming pickups for September 2018, and then the video right before I start taking my journey overseas to the Philippines. But they're very warm, welcoming towards foreigners, and that's why I have this peace of mind that when I arrive to the Philippines, I know that somebody out there is going to help me get my ways around. Hopefully I'll find someone that'll give me a tour guide, which most likely will happen. And now here is the opening of the DenoxSeries Philippines arc. Welcome to the Denox Philippines arc. What a wonderful country. So as you can see, I had to take several planes in order to get to my destination. For the next few minutes, I will be focusing only on all the Philippines related videos and then go back to the normal ones. So I had to take a plane from Aguadilla, Puerto Rico to JFK, New York City. Then I had to walk around to search for where I need to go to the terminals of Cathay Pacific, and on the way, go to the money exchange called Travelex to get almost 100 worth of Philippine pesos to use when I arrived there.
To Cathay Pacific, that will take me to Hong Kong and then to Manila. So now for the most part I can relax, everything should be good.
Afterwards, I went to my second plane in Cathay Pacific, which takes me from NYC to Hong Kong, China. It was a long plane ride that took about 14 to 15 hours to arrive there. Yes, very far indeed.
So yeah, we're gonna head to Hong Kong in a few minutes, so there we go.
Then in the second part, I arrived to the Hong Kong International Airport, where I need to head to the terminal that will take me to the Manila, Philippines area.
Well, it's nighttime here, but in Puerto Rico it's already in the morning, so yeah, it's a 12-hour difference.
Then I arrived in the second Cathay Pacific plane, third plane overall, which will take me to Manila. After arriving, I was glad it did not take long for me to get the luggage. Then I got my local SIM card for my phone, then went to the Grab place where I can get a Grab driver, which is what Uber is called here, to take me to the hotel. Sadly, my Grab app did not work when I was there, so I had someone to assist me, and these people were very helpful indeed.
What kind of food they serve in Jollibee? I know they have chicken,
chicken joy, fried chicken, and hamburger. And in the morning, they have a breakfast like hot dog.
Then I arrived to the Red Planet Hotel in Makati, and I took a break and talked here.
I had to wait like over 5 hours, and then it took about 16 hours for the plane to get from New York to Hong Kong.
I took a long rest since I was very exhausted after that 26-hour journey to here, and the next day came, thus the next video of my first journey of me walking around Makati. I explored a bit in the mall, got a bottle of water for literally 11 cents, no joke. Then I went to the money exchange place and showed you more details what money looked like in the Philippines.
So these are some of the pesos. I don't think I have a 20 on me, so that doesn't matter. And here are some of the coins used in the Philippines, so here it is.
After eating lunch and preparing for the next trip out, I now travel back to the Century City Mall in Makati. Literally a 5 to 10 minute walk from my hotel, and discover for the first time Data Blitz. Too bad I was not really allowed to record inside at this time. and discovered a Toys R Us in the mall as well, much different from the Toys R Us back home and still alive in the Philippines. I show you some amiibos in it as well. Then I was invited by Rhea, one of my female Filipina friends, to the Market Mall area in Taguig, where I met her and her boyfriend in Jollibee, and it was my first time eating at a Jollibee. I love their fries and spaghetti, but the rice comes so plain with no flavor. You need to add flavors manually, but I guess they are used to eating like that, so I adapted a bit. We went to another Data Blitz in the SM Aura Mall and was amazed by how many games they sell in here. It's pretty crazy that they only sell brand new sealed games in the store. Still plenty of new Wii and DS games here as well, and PSP and PS2 even. We will talk more about this part soon. Then after our day out, Rhea helped me find a Grab driver to take me back home, and it was the end of that day. The next day, I took a Grab to drive me to the Cosplay Mania event in the SMX Convention Center, which was literally right next to the famous SM Mall of Asia, which is huge and one of the biggest malls in the world. There is where I met Gabby Rojas, another Filipino friend of mine that reserved a ticket for me. Funny thing is that I just met him online a month ago at that time, and he volunteered to get me a ticket. Then I was able to meet up with him there. He pulled through great. So far, the Filipino people has treated me very well, like if I was already a close friend to them. My friend Gabby Rojas, the guy that you just saw earlier, he's trying to get me a ticket because apparently he forgot the ticket he was going to sell me at home. So I looked around the conventions and see many awesome cosplayers and merchandise there. Immediately I see how popular sales at work, Love Life, and Gundam was compared to Puerto Rico. It's insane. I met up with another Filipina friend of mine called Michio Mojica. She is pretty nice and cute, isn't she? And who you're gonna cosplay as tomorrow?
Tomorrow I'm gonna cosplay Yayoi Kusakabe of Tenku Shimpan.
Took some pictures of several great cosplayers and even interviewed one the next day who cosplayed as Maki from Love Live. She looks a lot more Japanese than Filipino, doesn't she? Her name is Sachi. What do you think about Cosplay Mania?
Cosplay Mania is one of the main events in cosplay community, so this is something really big for us.
Oh, really? I was also introduced by Michio's friend at the time, Kirena Aya, who cosplayed as Dealer Max from Tenkyo Shimpan. Never heard of this manga series before, but I'm happy how much variety of different cosplayers were in this convention.
Here with the mask like I have.
Oh, okay, can you put the mask on real quick to see what it looks like? So yeah, that's technically what the character looks like. And those are my 2 days in the Cosplay Mania convention as a whole. Hope you find it interesting so far. The next video of the Philippines arc was the tour I did in the SM Mall in Asia. The mall was so big that it deserved its own video. Look at all these amazing looking stores. You may recognize a lot of them too. This Filipino GameStop, I must say. You know what this means, right? Activating Ninja Mode and recording the games they have in there. Then this video leads to my second most viewed video in history, and where most of my audience from the Philippines comes from. It's my tour of several Data Blitz, Toys R Us, and little of Toy Kingdom as well. It has over 9,000 views as of the recording of this video. It's eventually gonna reach 10k. Any Filipinos who searches Data Blitz on YouTube, my video is the #1 search. That's insane, man. Seeing that there isn't so much Data Blitz videos out there on YouTube. Next, I made a video meeting one of my female Filipina friends called Charlene, and after spending time with her, she is such a sweetheart. I would even consider our time together as a date of me and her traveling around SMO Asia for a while. Ate at Jollibee, and then we went back to my hotel together. She is 23 and looks even younger to me. I taught her how to play some Mario Kart 7 on 3DS and show her some of my videos. So yeah, I'm gonna say goodbye, take care, God bless. And how do you say goodbye in Tagalog?
Paalam.
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 Paalam. Take care, God bless, and paalam. I paid for her ride back home, and then the next day came where I was visiting the Manila Ocean Park. This is a very unique place where I saw all sorts of sea animals there. Then, well, I lost my hand that day because of this. I'm gonna put my hand in there. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Come on, sharks. Let me put it in there. Yes, I'm gonna put it. That human hand sure was delicious. Nah, just kidding. And so I ended it off by seeing the amazing fireworks display from the ocean singing the Titanic. Which the Titanic comes back again when I went to Cavite, which is located an hour drive away from Manila. This is where I met even more of my Filipino friends. I first met up with my friend Char in the SM Dasmariñas Mall as we head to a place where there's an arcade place and a place to sing some karaoke.
We are actually going to continue recording this whole thing. Yeah.
Then we met up with her other friends, which are Eileen, Mady, and Lorde. They all treated me very well and we sang a lot of karaoke together. Also ate at McDonald's there as well. Since I was far from Manila, they actually stayed with me until they are certain I made it to the hotel safely. During this time, they got me to try a Filipino street food. Looks weird, but it was pretty tasty.
I never tried that. No, I don't eat that.
You tried it?
Yeah.
Like it?
Of course.
Oh, okay, at least you tried it.
Then I was in Eileen's house. Afterwards, I went back to the hotel riding in a grab car and I interviewed them a bit as well.
What are you girls looking for in a man?
Okay, me first. I like the God-fearing guy.
The last video inside the Philippines is of my other adventures overseas as well. Me walking down alone exploring the mall, meeting up with a Filipino friend of mine who is a fan of my photo shoot, and we hanged out for a while, showing some fire card tricks from this guy. That's crazy. And then back to Charlene, doing a mini interview with her as well.
So I love myself because I accept who I am. I explore with new things and I love what I do.
Oh, okay, cool.
Then I finally had to say farewell to the Philippines.
This luggage, my backpack, and my little thing where I have my passport pretty much.
Then I took my 3 planes back to Puerto Rico in another 26 to 27 hour journey, and I was very tired with jet lag by the time I returned. Took about a week to recover from that, but it was well worth it. As for the videos made during the Philippines arc, let me go through it now. So I made one of my concerns for Jump Force regarding the female characters and Rukia being the only one.
She's up against like guys only, pretty much.
Then my thoughts on game soundtracks requested by Pedro VGM.
But video games, it's like a variety, I think. Like there's 8-bit music that sounds really amazing.
Also a discussion of me selling video games for massive profits.
Is that if there is a game that slowly becomes high demand and they're being used a lot, like this game right here has been used in all sorts of tournaments and esports and all that stuff for many years.
And a Smash Bros. Ultimate giveaway announcement which encourages Discord activities in my server. Well, simply click my invite link to our DenoxSeries gaming Discord server and it will take you straight there after you accept it. I also did a tour in Game of Magic West on November of 2018 showing off some of the new stocks they had around this time. Their gaming stocks just get bigger and better each time I record this, huh? Next, I did a rant on a Japanese man marrying a Hatsune Miku doll?
I now pronounce you man and virtual wife.
Say what? Yes, this is a true story and I do not understand why Japan actually accepts these kinds of marriages, to be honest. Also, I wanted to point out something quick on what happened to me during a livestream around this time. When I was playing Blade Stranger for the Switch, seems that someone actually took a picture of me in Walmart without me noticing. It was sent to me by someone at that livestream. Wow, a stalker? This image really disturbed me, but I'm just gonna leave it at that. Nothing else happened afterwards, so I'll just keep going. Going forward, I show up my update collection of all the PS4 games I own at the time, and also the Switch as well.
Like games like Code of Princess and Cave Story and Shovel Knight, they're all in this game. They're all like all together fighting against each other.
And the winner of the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate copy was announced as well. Yes, it was Last Cat for being the most active there. Then I did a rant on the Soldier Boy game console, which was a big Chinese ripoff selling it for a lot more money than they were worth, all because of the Soldier Boy name.
And then in one of the boxes it actually says you could play Switch, 3DS, and Vita. Bullcrap. You can't place any of those. Those things aren't gonna run.
When Christmas rolled around, I was at a Christmas special of me cosplaying as Yusuke Urameshi from the Yu Yu Hakusho series and joined some friends of mine in a little cosplay get together in Parque Colón.
He's the one that could run fast that has pistons on his legs.
Oh, okay, Ida. Because he has the glasses and the hair.
Exactly.
Yes, we even played some Smash Ultimate on the get together as well and did some nice photo shoots. And the final video I made for this timeline is an update video wondering what will be my true focus on my channel. And to know what identity I truly am. But my focus is that I want to focus more on gaming, obviously, in this channel, like game reviews, tech reviews, showing off my gaming collection, you know, everything surrounded my love for gaming pretty much. And yeah, this has been the 2018 timeline of the history of the Denox series. Hope you can find this timeline happening to me very interesting. I did several live streams around this time as well, like Blaze Strangers, the Female Swords game, J-Stars, and several more. So in a few months from now, we will touch upon the 2019 timeline part 1, which many events happened around this time, especially my second trip to Dallas, Texas to attend KamehaCon 2, and the involvements of the voice actress Elise Bowman, the voice of Pan from Dragon Ball GT in my videos. Hope you look forward to that, and until next video guys, take care, God bless, and stay cool. Bye bye. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe to this channel and click the bell to keep up to date for new videos like this from me. And also check out the videos you see on the screen here if it interests you. Also check out my other channel at SuperZenixMaker770 for Mario Maker 2 and ROM hacks related content. Hope to see you again.